Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you turn on my post notifications so that you can be notified whenever I put out a video. How do you do that, do you ask? All you do is hit that bell right next to the subscribe button. Alright you guys, so today I'm going to talk about all of the bags that I have returned and why. I got several requests for this video, and of course I say that all the time because I actually really do get your requests and I like to fulfill those requests for you guys. I will say that there's only 5 things that I've returned, and that's because I don't really return very often, if at all. I am pretty decisive when it comes to knowing what I want, and a lot of these purchases that I'm going to talk about today aren't necessarily because I changed my mind, but more so I just outgrew them or they outgrew me, and it just no longer worked for me. Let's get started. Give this video a thumbs up, y'all. Y'all excited? Ooh. Okay, so the first bag that I'm gonna talk about is the Speedy 35 in the monogram and also the Damier Azur. I have the Speedy 35 in the Damier Bean already, and so I had all 3 at one point, but I realized quickly that I was only reaching for the Damier Bean, and I wanted to I held on to the monogram and the Azur for quite a while before deciding to just let go of them and sell them, because I do enjoy all 3 different looks, but I just wish that I had them in a different size. So the Speedy 25 and the Speedy 30 is more of what I would aim for or go towards now. I talked about this a little bit in my previous video when reviewing the Speedy versus the Neverfull. I'll link that video down below if you guys are interested in watching that one. But yeah, like I enjoy the Speedy bags, and I think they're, you know, classics, and I adore the look so much, and eventually I will get another one, but not in the size 35, and I think just over time I had no justification for keeping them any longer. Yeah, I just wasn't grabbing for them, and I, you know, just had to sell them. They were just literally collecting dust in my closet. I did hold on to one of them though, in the Damier Bean. So my plan is to get 2 more Speedies at 2 totally different times. I'm not gonna get them both at the same time, or maybe I will, I don't know. The next bag that I once had in my collection and sold is the Hermes Her Bag, and simply because I do have another Her Bag in my collection, and it's a really cool brown vintage one. I believe it's over like 30 years old. I don't know. It's pretty old, but it's in pretty good condition for the age of the bag, and I love that bag so much. I wear it a lot, and I loved it so much more than this black one that I just wasn't using it, and so I didn't feel the need to have 2 Her Bags in my collection. I'm totally content with that one. I have no plans of adding like another one of that same style to my collection. I'm just honestly content with the vintage one that I have. So when I got it, I was super excited about it, and I wore it a few times, and I would always just gravitate towards the vintage one that I have. So I ended up keeping the vintage, and plus I got a super good deal on that bag, so I don't plan on ever selling it. I think it'll stay in my collection forever. So yeah, I decided to part ways with black, and I didn't actually even end up losing any money because the bag was still in like new condition, because I barely wore it, and I got pretty much all of my money back. The next bag that I've sold is this beautiful Alma black in epi leather GM. I sold this simply because I just outgrew my love for that bag. I still think it is a gorgeous bag, but again, I back then was in such a huge bag phase, and I was in that phase for quite some time, so I accumulated a lot of big bags, and this was one of them. I got a lot of use and wear and tear from it. I mean, I wore that bag out like a lot, you guys. So it did have some wear on the bag when I did sell it, but I still got pretty much almost all my money back again, which is why I don't mind spending, you know, money on luxury handbags from time to time, because the resale value on them are usually pretty high, especially for Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Hermes. And you never really have to worry about like keeping it for a while because nobody wants to buy it, because almost somebody will always want to buy a bag from those designers, especially if it's in like one of the classic styles like mine were. I have nothing negative to say about the bag other than my love for ginormous bags ended. Well, it's just not as strong. It didn't end, don't get me wrong. I like my big tote bags and stuff like that, but I just wasn't using it, and I had other bags in the same size that I liked more, so I ended up selling that one. The next item I'm going to talk about is actually an SLG, and it is the Chanel wallet flap in the size small. I love this wallet when I got it, and I honestly have nothing bad to say about it other than I chose the wrong leather. It was in lambskin leather, and I personally don't plan on ever purchasing another Chanel SLG in lambskin leather. I don't mind the Chanel handbags in lambskin. I actually have lambskin, caviar, and calfskin, and crumpled calfskin, so I don't really mind it for the handbag. But as far as SLG goes, I will always tend to stick to just caviar leather for those, just because usually when I'm carrying them, it's around other things, and when I'm moving, some things in my bag might shift, which causes, you know, scuffs and marks on the SLG. So that's what I found that happened very fast and quickly to this wallet, which is why I just decided to sell it and part ways with it, because it just scuffed up and got marked up way too easy for my comfort. And it's so weird because I have lambskin Chanel bags and they hold up pretty well and they're in excellent condition, but the SLGs in lambskin I haven't had the best of luck with, so I decided to stick with the caviar leather. And last but not least is this Gucci Marmont mini bag. I love this bag, you guys, and this one I didn't really like. I guess I returned it, but I exchanged it. Originally got the black one, and I decided that since it is a mini bag, I kind of like my mini bags to have that pop of color. I was torn between the black one and the red one, but I was like, you know what? All of my mini bags are like color, so maybe I should get a black one, and so that's why I went with the black. But when I got home, I realized, no, I think I want the red. So I ended up going back like the next day and just exchanging it out for the red one. It's such a good bag, you guys. I highly recommend that bag. It's one of my favorite crossbody bags ever. That one and the Disco Soho is really cool too. That's another one I didn't even mention. Yeah, I highly recommend that bag if you're in the market for a small crossbody bag that can hold quite a bit. So that is all of the handbags that I have sold and why. Honestly, there have been a lot more handbags in my collection that I've gotten rid of, that I've donated to family and friends, but I decided to just share the main ones that like literally kind of broke my heart or were hard to part ways with. If you guys would like to see a full video on like everything, let me know down below, or maybe I'll do like a part 2 of the bags that I once had and maybe gave away or something like that. But if you guys didn't watch before, like almost a year ago, I posted a video like getting rid of everything or something like that, where I sold and got rid of a lot of handbags, a lot more than what I just mentioned. I don't know if I wanted to go through like all of them, because I thought maybe that would be too boring for you guys, but I don't know. Let me know down below what y'all think. All right, you guys, I'm rambling per usual. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave me comments down below. Also, let me know what other videos you guys would like me to film for y'all, and I'll see you in my next video.